Buddy, just wanted to come in and do a video update. Give you guys a quick update. Not going to be on long. Got some shopping to do. Got some things going on. I'm in line right now at the 7 Brew to get my coffee for this morning because I haven't gotten that yet. And so I'm really tired. But I figured I'd jump on and do a video for you. Morning, Scott. What's up, Wheat Tree? Thumbs up, Oak. Thumbs up. Come on. Morning, Angelica. Morning, Benjamin. Stephanie. Good morning. I hope you're feeling good. Feeling better. Good morning, Living Miracle. Federally, hi. I'm in line for my coffee, so I'm waiting for in line over at 7 Brew to see what is going to be. I just thought I'd jump on today, give you guys a quick video update, and I'll post this over at Patreon. Again, you don't have to be a patron to watch those videos. I leave them public, open to everyone. I know people are wanting information all the time. So I always get emails, lots of emails. People are like, what's going on with Jaimie? What's the latest? Jaimie's getting ready to go into her hyperbaric chamber. I just dropped her off, walked her back. And I don't think they were sure that she was going to be coming today because they didn't have an appointment in the morning. So the bed inside the chamber wasn't made up. So they were getting ready to do that. So they're getting her ready to go inside there. She'll be in there for 90 minutes, an hour and a half. And a lot of people we've talked to who have experience with hyperbaric chambers say that you really need to do a 90-minute dive instead of 60 minutes to get the full impact. So we're doing that. We're going to do that this week, and then that's going to be it. So we're going to stop doing it. But she's seen a lot of benefit from it. I said, let's just do one more week of it, and then we'll stop doing that. All that helps the healing of the surgery, helps offset a lot of the impact of the radiation. Okay, so all that helps, and the juicing we're doing every day, juicing, that helps. And so she's seeing a lot less of the side effects of doing the radiation than most people deal with. It just goes to show you that all these alternative things, they do work. Absolutely, they help out. She's already getting her taste back. She's getting her saliva back. Before, her saliva had kind of stopped, and now it's coming back again. She started complaining about it the other day, and she realized because she was complaining, the reason she was complaining about it was because it was coming back. Because it wasn't normal yet, but it was actually happening. And so she was, that complaint turned into excitement. So once we realized what was going on, anyway, we're seeing a lot of the benefits of everything we're doing, and so that's great. Hold on. Hey, how's it going?
Good. What can I get you?
I just want to get a medium black iced coffee.
Okay. Any cream or sugar?
Nope.
All right. Is that it for you?
That'll be it.
It's gonna be 3 or 2, and you'll pay it the way out.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Place they always try to talk to you. I was like, so how are you doing today? So what are you in town for? They're like worse than the government, but they have good coffee. The coffee black, because it is what it is. Exactly, Benjamin. Exactly, it is what it is. Oh, it looks like I'm next. Here we go. Maybe. How many coffees is this woman getting? All right, here we go. Let's see what music we're playing today.
Hi, how are you?
Good, very good.
Good. You have the medium ice black?
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. Do you need a stamp for size?
Yes, I do.
You can sign now.
Sign what? Okay, here we go. There you go.
Thank you. Here's that back for
Thank you. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been up to today?
I dropped my wife off at the clinic over here where she gets visits a doctor, and so yeah. Then I'm doing shopping.
Time. You having some coffee before you go?
Yeah, I haven't had my coffee this morning, so
Yes.
you're my first stop.
Yeah. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah,
Good. Yeah.
complain.
What'd you say?
Can't complain.
Yeah. They always go too fast though.
Oh,
There you go.
thank you very much.
Did I get
Appreciate
that
it.
straw already?
Yep. What's that?
Did I get you that straw
Oh
already?
yeah, I got it. Thank you. All right, take care. I'm always worried when I hit the curb when I pull out of that. See what I mean? Like worse than the government. So how'd your weekend go? What'd you do? It's kind of funny. I mean, they're just being nice, but you know, I mean, they all do it. So it's not like it's one person's personality. I mean, it's obviously fake. They're instructed to chat you up. They're instructed and trained to make you feel welcome and at home. It's like, you know, everyone wants to be a Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Dun, dun, dun. And they're always glad you came. Excuse me. I haven't had my coffee. Okay, so the story is Jaimie is in the hyperbaric, and we're continuing the augmented Myers cocktail and vitamin C IV. We got our test results back on the Greek test. I'm going to share that with you in a separate video that probably won't be posted live, but good stuff nonetheless, and I'll show you how that works. But patrons will have access to it. And then so this week I also ordered a stair stepper because she wants to get more mobility back in her leg, and she's done like step aerobics in the past. This is like before we were married, and so she's familiar with step aerobics. And so she's going to try doing that, and I think it would just help her leg mobility. Plus, not only that, the biggest thing is when you're recovering from something like this, you want to keep your lymph nodes moving, and that's a good way to keep your lymph nodes active. A lot of people will buy these trampolines, and she's not keen on that idea. She may try that at some point, but I'm not gonna. Steppers are really cheap, and so they're not very expensive at all. So you can get one of those pretty affordable, and that she's familiar with that, and so she'll use that, and then hopefully have some just a way to keep moving, you know. And we want to start walking again and exercising, and the best way to do that is, you know, instead of walking around our mountain like we usually do, maybe she can get some of her mobility back before we start undertaking that. And I think a stepper would be a good way to go. She's got a lot of her mobility back now. She walks normal almost. I mean, you can see how she walks. It's almost normal. And so she's got a lot of her mobility back already. She just needs to, you know, take it up a notch, and she knows that. And so she's going to try the stepper. Something, again, she's done before. That's good coffee. Yeah. Okay. So, what else? I wrote some things down so I wouldn't forget. So yeah, we're getting the stepper. Also, I noticed this week that it was announced yesterday or day before yesterday that finally Northwest Arkansas is finally getting opening the marijuana dispensary. I think it's called the Relief Center. Relief, you know, it's like a play on words. Relief Center. It's a marijuana dispensary, cannabis dispensary, and from what I understand so far, they are not going to be doing RSO. And my question then is, what's the point? Because if you're in it for cancer, that's the biggest medicinal help you can have, you know. And people are like, oh yeah, I mean, listen here, if you're on your deathbed and you're in severe pain, okay, I understand smoking it, but really, do you have the energy to smoke anyway? I mean, do you? I don't see how that works. So I'm trying to pull into this place here. I don't see how that works. Listen, I'll give you an example. So there was a guy who was like, we were going through the process of getting the ID card. And there was this guy who was like, yeah, man, I've got PTSD and I need marijuana because that's one of the things on the list of the state that you can get marijuana for is PTSD. I'm like, whoa, wow, what happened to you? Were you a veteran or, what happened? I lost my job, man. I lost my job, like 6 months ago. And, it was really traumatic for me that I lost my job. And so I just think marijuana could help me, overcome this PTSD. Shut up. Shut up. And it was funny because when we went in to go to the doctor, you have to go to certain doctors to get qualified for medical marijuana usage. The staff there was like, oh, wow, an actual sick person coming in, to get American marijuana card. And they were like, well, because Jaimie was, she's fresh out of surgery, and she's got a walker, she can barely walk. And she's got, her face is all swollen and just, she's got the scars and staples in her face and all this stuff. And they're like, oh, wow, an actual sick person. I was just like, it's crazy. Crazy. If you do the research on medical cannabis and you research people like Rick Simpson and some of these guys out there who have really studied this stuff and have really used it, have the history of applying it to people who are sick. The only thing that really helps you when it comes to cannabis, and it really helps, is the oil. The oil. And I'm talking about not like that stupid oil like CBD oil you see on the side of the road. No. I'm talking about the actual oil that's been distilled down into a black, thick paste almost. That is the stuff that will help you recover. These people who are just trying to get high, because that's all they're doing, they're just trying to get high. Those people, they're not, it's medicinal, man. It's PTSD, I lost my job. Anyway, these dispensaries, as far as I can tell, none of them are selling the oil. None of them are selling the distilled product, which shows the biggest potential for benefit. I mean, the stories that have come out from people who use this oil are amazing. CBD with the THC in the oil, not the weed itself, not in the bud. People who use that are just trying to get high. Even Rick Simpson's like, that stuff, it's pointless. And he's like the biggest proponent of cannabis out there, and he's like, it's pointless. I just don't know why. The top of the list for our state, for the reason they passed medical marijuana, was cancer. And if you're not selling the oil, you're not helping cancer. Anyway, that dispensary is opening in our area. The state approved like 30 some dispensaries that could open last year. They approved that, and so far only like 12 have opened up, something like that. Not even a dozen maybe. And finally one in our area is opening up, and they're not even going to sell the RSO. So we were really disappointed in that. Very disappointed. Also, just figured I'd just kind of chime in on all this stuff going on. Everyone wants to take away my guns again because some 20-year-old idiot went in and shot up a bunch of people. Two 20-year-old idiots went in and shot up a bunch of people. And so everyone wants to take away my guns again. Folks, here's the deal: you're never getting rid of your guns. We're never getting rid of the guns. It's not going to happen. There will be a civil war in this area, in this country again. That will be the lead up. That will be the deciding factor of if a civil war gets kicked off. It is. It's just not going to happen. You're never going to get them. Never. For my cold dead hands is a thing that people really truly believe. And so we just, these people who think that it's going to happen, it's funny because I had a guy I went to high school with, I saw on Facebook the other day. He has capitulated, and he's, he says, because I knew the guy in high school, I knew that he was a gunner. In fact, I even think maybe we went shooting one time together back then. And, he still goes to the range, once a month or whatever he said. But he has capitulated now, and he's joining these Moms Against Guns or whatever. And he says he's a long time NRA member. I know he was been a member all his life. I've been a member since I was like 17, off and on throughout my life. Not anymore. Not anymore until Wayne LaPierre steps down. I'm done with him. So that's a whole other issue. But I just think that these people are capitulating because they're letting their emotions. They're so in tune to the world and what the world thinks, and they're letting what the world thinks make up their mind emotionally, that they capitulate. And this guy's like, yeah, I just think it's wrong that we should have all these guns, be able to have all these guns, and not have a way to sell them through the government and all this stuff. Here's the main deal. When you look at these folks who are pushing for this, they don't own guns. They're not NRA members who are just trying to get along and be responsible. No. These people want all guns gone. They want all guns taken away. They don't want you to be able to own anything, ammo, firearms, whatsoever. Those days are gone in those people's minds. So what they're doing is they're chipping away, and they're doing it under the guise of, let's be reasonable. Let's just try to find common sense gun laws. No, they're chipping away because they don't own. If they were people who they owned a bunch of guns, they're like, listen, we just want common sense gun laws. It might be a little different, but they don't own any firearms. These people people at the top who are pushing this stuff, they have no guns, and they don't want you to have any guns. And what they're saying is, you need to capitulate and meet us and find reasonable common sense solutions. What they're doing is they're chipping away at your liberty. End of list. End of story. And they're hoping you're going to go along with it because they're going to chip a little more later on. They're going to chip away a little more now, and chip away a little more later, and keep chipping away and chipping away and chipping away until it's gone. And you have to stand up and say, no, screw this. Bump stock, screw it. No, none of it. I'm not giving any ground, because if I give you an inch, you're going to keep taking inches until a mile has been lost. No more. I'm passionate about this. I was a lobbyist, volunteer lobbyist, for 8 years. I was on the board of directors for the Missouri Sports Shooting Association. I founded one of the largest websites before Facebook for gun owners, MissouriCarry.com. It's in my blood. I love firearms, and I love shooting firearms, and I want to be able to pass these down to my kids. And I understand that the reason we have the liberty and freedom we have in this country today is because of our ability to own tools that allow us to defend ourselves. In the story, in the list. And there's people who want to take this away, and they've bought into the idea that it doesn't matter, that we have freedom because of a constitution. No. And I got the stupid editor who lives in my town of a paper who loves the First Amendment, but doesn't understand that freedom of speech and all the First Amendment entails is guarded by the Second Amendment. One guards the other. You get rid of the second, the first is up for grabs. It's that simple. He doesn't understand that. But he's not a student of history. And one of my favorite channels on YouTube right now, I'm not kidding you. And it was Tim, my father-in-law, who turned me on to this. And you guys should really look at this. This would benefit you and your children so much. And I'm pretty sure the guy is a liberal. I'm not for certain, but I assume that him and his wife actually lean left. But this would benefit you and your family so much, because he's really, there's been a couple times where I'm like, that's kind of an opinion, but not often. It's the history guy on YouTube. But you can benefit so much from learning history and knowing history and seeing what has happened before, because people, that saying is so true, people who have failed to learn history are doomed to repeat it. because it's happening. It's happened throughout. I think same things we're seeing today have happened over and over and over again throughout history, and if you don't know it, you won't recognize it when it happens. But I'm loving that channel. I'm loving that channel, The History Guy. I love it. I think he's got what, 400,000, 200,000 subscribers, something like that. And I think he doesn't monetize a lot of his stuff. He does do Patreon. But Tim joined him on Patreon, and I think he pays like $1 a month or something like that. And so he's got different videos that he gives you access to. He has a whole historical hat collection that he does. So that's kind of neat. Anyway, check out The History Guy. If you want a really cool channel, if you love history, I love history. If you like history too, then this is the channel for you. That's what he says. I like that guy, but I'm pretty sure he kind of leans left. His wife has purple hair. That's a good indication. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just going by what she did a video once. Because she doesn't do many videos, but she did a video once on. Oh, it was something. It was something that could be politicized. I forgot what the video was. But it was a video that it was a topic that I was interested in. I can't remember now. And I could kind of see her political leanings a little bit in that video. Plus the fact that she had purple hair. That's a good clue. Only people who work for Google have purple hair. Anyway, all right. I just wanted to do a quick video today. But that, those topics I want to talk about. Jaimie's doing good. We're continuing the treatment. Next steps are going to be, we have an upcoming CAT scan in a few weeks, and we're going to be looking for any more signs of badness. And but we're continuing on with the stuff. We're probably going to start the Rife machine. In fact, Tuesdays are traditionally our date nights. So it has always been throughout our marriage. And so the last few months, obviously, we haven't done a lot of our date nights the way we normally do them. Normally, our date night goes like this. We plan a special meal, something, because we are foodies. We love food, good food. And so we'll try to find some food that we want to try, that we've never tried before, or foods that we really like. Special meals, like steak, or she'll have like her favorite is salmon. She likes smoked salmon, so we have a cold smoker, and sometimes I'll go start the cold smoker and I'll smoke a salmon fillet for her, and then I'll finish it off in the oven. And so we'll do things like that. It's always been our special night together, where Tuesday nights, and we'll watch something. Like right now we're watching 24. We've watched a number of different movies, or usually TV series. So a lot of the TV, we started watching that one, what was it called? The Man in the High Tower or something like that. It was about the Nazis. What would happen if the Nazis had won World War II? And that made me so angry, because they started, after like the second season, or at the Man in the High Castle, that's it. They started throwing all the gay stuff in. And I was just like, no. Oh no. I'm done with this. There's no way. I mean, seriously, it's like 1960. In late 1950s, 1960s, early 60s. And they're like, oh, they went, because the gay lobby had got a hold of the people pushing that show, and like, hey, you don't have any gay actors. What's up with that? It's 1950. People didn't come out, if they were gay, they didn't come out of the closet then. And they were trying to get it to where they were it was totally normal. And I'm like, this is done. I'm done. So I quit it. We quit it after the second. I got through part 3 of the second season, or third season, whatever it was, and we watched it on VidAngel and edited all that crap out. I don't know how do you do that? Do they do it for you? I don't care. If they're gonna put that in, I sent a nasty message to them. I said, I'm not watching your crap, because I don't want to watch this nonsense. I don't want to watch this gay stuff. I don't want it forced on me. You're trying to normalize it. It's not normal. It's not what. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So we canceled it. In fact, I canceled Netflix soon after that. That was on, maybe that was Amazon. I'm not sure. Either way, I canceled Netflix. But right now we're watching 24. So far, no gay people, thank God. We're in season 5, I think. Anyway, but that's our date nights. That's our date nights. We watch our shows, and we enjoy a good meal in bed. We bring all, we have our nice bed trays and stuff like that. We can watch it in bed, and yeah, it's our date night. We've been doing it since we've been married, and so the last few months haven't been normal. Obviously, she can't eat anything except liquids, and so we haven't been able to do any of that. So I'm looking forward to at some point being able to have our date nights again. We'll still probably watch something tonight. And we're probably gonna start using the Rife machine again soon. We couldn't use the Rife machine because of her neck and the sensitivity of her neck, but I think we're gonna start using that again to help with the treatments. We've been using Rife since early on, but that's all of that is just a continuation of all the things we're doing. So, hey guys, I really appreciate you being here. Most shows seem to throw the gay stuff in. It ruins everything we try to watch. I know, it's crazy. Our date night is Thursday. It's very important. Yeah, it's very important, guys. You got to have a date night with your spouse. You got to make sure you do that. Date your mate. Regular commercials are getting so bad. I mean, it's ridiculous. If they're throwing it on everywhere. You talk about the Wrangler Star cult he's wanting to start. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't watched Wrangler Star in a while. I may need to go back and look. In Your Face, Pride of Depravity. Yep, it's actually absolutely. Downtown Abbey, the same thing. Yeah. I think Jaimie started watching that for a while, then she quit. That's probably why. I never got into it. That was something she watched a while back. I just found a good video on my suggestion list for Zach is eating pickled eggs. All right, guys. Love y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time when there's an update. But I'll put this over at patreon.com. I'll take it off YouTube as soon as it's done processing. All right. Thanks, guys. Love you. See you soon. Bye.